Así se sacude el acordeón, compadre. ¡Échale, Joey! Back on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, man. It's been a while since we've been on, man. We've been all over, man. We've been in San Antonio. We just came back, man. Look, I got the shirt on. Look at that. Legacy Scholarship Foundation with Little Joe, man. We just got back from that a few weeks ago, man. It was an awesome tournament. It was a sold out crowd at the Woodlawn Theater, man. Looking forward to seeing Little Joe continue the success of the Legacy Foundation in honor of Chris Hernandez's wife. But we do want to welcome everybody into the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. If you've never been here, well, welcome in. And ladies and gentlemen, we always got special talent on our podcast. Okay, that's just what we do on our show is special. Like I said, guys, if you want to be a guest on our show, reach out to any one of myself or one of my lovely team members, and we'll be gladly to assist you. Also, if you need a manager, promoter, booking agent, music distributor, you can contact Hen Dog Promotions, and we'll be able to get your needs out there. All right, so we're able to help you guys out. Okay. That is just a little something that we do on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show.com. Okay. Um, but I do want to welcome in everybody, man. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. Hopefully you can hear me out there. Hopefully, because we haven't had a setup in a long time. But I do got a girl that I know that's been around the block, man. This girl's been around everywhere, man. She's actually at the spot where she's working at tonight, and we want to say thank you to her and her production team, and the directors of what she does, because these artists, guys, once and for all, they take time out of their day, out of their 9 to 5 job, or if they're in the studio, they take time to do these interviews, guys. Rather if it's for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, they take time out of their day to take initiative to do an interview for you guys, not just only for the podcasters that are the hosts, right? They do take their time out of the busy day. So I want to welcome in a good friend of mine, man. This girl's been all over. And if you don't know her, you're about to find out today, man, or tonight. I want to welcome in beautiful Cristina Salinas, man, has been behind Jimmy G, man, and Q Productions, man. She's been all over. What's going on, Cristina? Man, you're all over the books, girlfriend. So tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and what do you do?
Well, first off, thank you for having me here. I am located in the RGB 956 McAllen, Edinburgh area. I am a local DJ MC. I'm also a vocalist. I do commercials, I do voiceovers in any genre of music. I was very blessed to be able to go on the road with Jennifer Pena back, before she, had her family. I was able to actually tour with Jimmy Gonzalez, Grupo Mas. I got my Latin Grammy with Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Mas in
Wow.
2014. And then in 2018, we were also nominated for the last album, which he had already passed away, unfortunately, in June. He didn't get a chance to actually, experience and say, hey, you know what? I was nominated one last time, that was bittersweet as well. Then I also was with Stevie D. I also did a couple of country songs also with Buck and Cherry. They're also a country. I do rap. I do EDM. I've done a little bit here and there when it comes to working at studios for anybody that might need a demo and they send it off to the artist. I just got off on tour with Elida Reina on her last tour, which is an amazing experience again with Miss Elida Reina and her team. And again, I worked for Super Tejano 102, La Ley, radio stations and all that. And right now I'm here at work. I'm a DJ and I'm at Chris Gallery in West Lago. So if you're from the Valley that is listening, I'll be here till 2 o'clock in the morning. So, but yeah, I
Ah,
mean, that's
lucky
a
that.
little bit. That's just a little bit.
Wow. Let's get to the chase. What do you not do, Christina? I asked you, what do you do? And
I don't sleep.
you gave me like 100 different things. I'm like, well, like I told you before, I'm like, I became a manager, promoter, booking agent for some bands and some artists. And well, I hate to call them karaoke singer or track singers. We need to find a better name for them. But when I signed up for this job, I'm like, what the heck am I getting myself into? And
Mhm.
I'm listening to what you're doing. I'm just like, okay, let me write this down.
I retired. I unretired. I sing at funerals. I sing for the living and for the dead. And sometimes I'm a comedian on the side. I mean, it just depends. I do it all for the love of art. I do it all for the love, the passion, the music. I also forgot Mr. Quintanilla before he passed away. He contacted me to do an album, which I never promoted just because again it was I let it that was his project. he called me and he's like, "Hey, I have this project that I want you to do. I already have everything laid out. I just need for you to be okay with it. And if you're like available, just please, just go ahead and we're just waiting on you to say yes." And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm at that time I was like 40. I'm 44 right now, so I think it was what I was 42, maybe 42, and I'm like, what? When is Selena's father gonna contact? Like, what are the odds, right? Um,
Exactly.
like the opportunity. I did it for the experience. I did it because you know what? We all grew up watching Selena, the movie, and everything, and you wanted to have that experience. I was not looking to get any fame or anything like that. It was again, he called me. I would be dumb not to say no. I mean, especially being I'm no spring chicken, ya no estoy pollita, o sea, ya soy una señora de 40 tantos
Exactly.
años, and you don't get that opportunity. As women, it's harder for us women to get that opportunity, especially at our age. But he saw a vision, it was a project, and I saw the opportunity as the experience, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to capitalize on my ex boss, on Jimmy. That was not the whole point. Because if I wanted to, I would have promoted it a lot more, and I didn't. I just like, hey, I did this, and I was just happy to do it. I was happy that I was even acknowledged and considered, and even just to be in that presence, the experience, and that
Exactly.
was it. I just did it, and you know, recently, I posted something. I said my opinion because we're all entitled to our opinion,
Everybody has an
but
opinion.
I never thought that my opinion was gonna really, stir up. Like the shit pot, basically, like stir up the pot for. But I said it out of my experience. I said it also because if you're not an artist, you're not gonna understand. So that's why I'm here to educate certain people. And if you want to agree with it, hey, agree with it. If you want to disagree with it, disagree with it. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to say my opinion that's saying, hey, you know what? There's no hate against Carol G. Again, I'm a DJ. I play everybody's music. I do not discriminate in music. I know anybody can do our genre music. What my argument was is that our I don't know if it's just our culture or what. If you're not, I don't know how to say it without me getting in trouble. If you're we're trying to grow as the genre of music more, right? Selena has
Exactly.
has held the crown for such a long time, and we forget about Laura Canales. We forget about the true pioneers that actually suffered a lot more than us than now. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
when you have Elsa Garcia sharing the video and saying, "Hey, Gil Varios, bravo, you're saying the quiet part out loud." That should say something because she's been doing this for such a long time. To the
Of
point
course.
that it's like if we would invest and show as much love to artesano artists that work 2, 3 jobs, and I'm talking about the radio stations. I'm calling out the radio stations. You know, if y'all would kiss their ass as much as y'all kiss all these other people's asses, then you know what? We would at least not be at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to it. Because I really do feel that our genre, the music, it's such a beautiful, 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 genre of music, and we get the scraps. We get the scraps. You look at the Grammys, the categories, we're getting pushed aside. And that's because we are allowing for it. We're letting it's not that we're dead. We're allowing for this genre to die. Because we're not passing on this music onto our children or grandchildren. Yo no tengo hijos, yo tengo perros. And I still put the music onto my dogs. So you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say, we're missing that. And you know, people want to say whatever they want to say about me, that I'm doing this for this, that. No, because I'm not. I'm blessed. My entire calendar is booked until next year. You were trying to get me on, like, already for some time. Like, I'm booked by friend. Like, I don't mean to sound like, o sea, like chocante, but I work in las noches, and son las desveladas, and then I have to get up for the next day and do, also my things. And I'm married now, so I have a husband now to take care of también. It's a lot. So again, I have nothing to lose, but my musical brothers and sisters, my musical brothers and sisters, are struggling, and they're working 2 3 jobs, and they're working hard, they have good music, and they're not getting the same respect, they're not getting the same airplay, they're not getting the same treatment.
Well,
They're getting pushed aside, and that's not fair to them, for that to happen to them.
Well,
When
well,
you have somebody, I'm sorry.
no, well, I mean, the thing is, Christina, with this genre, right? They always say, I get it all the time, and I'm still young. I'm 31 years old. I still got a lot of learning to do in this industry, right? And the thing is, I still get people calling me left and right. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. You're a manager, you're a promoter, you're a DJ, you're a podcaster. Well, if I don't know what I'm doing, show me what I'm doing wrong. Don't take my business, or show me. I mean, if you want me to grow and stuff like that, right? But like, to me, with this industry, I mean, the thing is everybody is against everybody, right? And it
That's the
just,
downfall.
I mean, they
Downfall.
say they say our music is dead, right? Our genre is dead, right? Tejano's, I mean, yes, it has fallen off the tracks a little bit, since the 90s, right? 80s, 90s, or whatever, right? 2000s. But it's our cultura, it's our heritage that to me, if all these big producers, managers, everybody that throws events, if everybody was to get together in a
Mhm.
big stadium or a big ballroom or something like that, where we could fit, 500,000 people or whatever, to make this happen. I mean, if everybody was to come together as a one, to me, I think everything would be fine.
It would be
But it's
better.
but
You
but it's
Instead of
everybody
going
against
head to
everybody.
head, we have to unite and stop the hate amongst ourselves. You know what? If, like the way I said, and I told you earlier, like the way that I can explain this is like, you have a restaurant, a mom and pop restaurant that has good, authentic food and was passed on from one generation to the next generation. And then here comes someone like Carol G, right? That she's passing by, she's just cruising by, and she sits down and she eats the authentic food, and she loves it. And she really does love it. I'm not saying that she doesn't, but I'm saying that she really does love it. She loves the food. And then she's like, you know, I want to do something like that. I want to start my own taco stand or taco business. And she has all this financial backing, and she's very well known. But she goes and she situates herself right next to the mom and pop restaurant. Everyone's going to flock to her restaurant because she's well known and she has all the financial backing. She gets authentic chefs for her restaurant, and she cooks, and they cook and they serve you the food. And then the mom and pop restaurant is the one that's going to suffer. When they're the ones that have been doing it already, that have been passing it on. That's the only way that I can try and explain to people without it, you know, they're gonna they're gonna flock to that well-known restaurant. And they're like, in other words, don't forget about your mom and pop restaurants where it actually started. The Tejano artist is the mom and pop restaurant. They're the ones that have been doing it, they're still doing it, and se les hace muy duro para ir a soportarlos. But then you have, well, I would rather pay because they have this other band has production and so forth. Well, why do you think they have the money to in order to provide that type of show for you? Because people are investing in them. The money needs to come back to your own area that's suffering in order for that area to prosper. In other words, le estamos dando todo el dinero a los ricos, and they're the ones that are just getting better, better, better. Y los otros, los pobres tejanos, acá estamos sufriendo. Like, that's what my opinion, my frustration was that. Again, Hiroji can do whatever the heck she wants to do. But the same thing, if you all are gonna go as hard for someone like that isn't even living and breathing the type of genre of music, like that's where the problem is. Go as hard for them as you do for your other artists, and there's a lot of them. And this is also going for the radio stations. That's why there's a lot more online radio stations, because you all are actually playing their music. It's time to, break that cycle in order for us to prosper. Porque the only people that are benefiting off of this is them. Y nosotros, bueno, not me, because yo ando, pero yo hablo por my musical brothers and sisters, that if they would have come out with that video and said something, they would have quickly been, cut off. They would have had so much more hate than it. Again, I don't mind saying what I needed to say because I spoke my truth. I spoke from my opinion, from my own experiences. People took it the wrong way, that's okay. Some of us are not educated enough to understand exactly what I meant, but that's okay. That is okay. And por eso te digo, like, a mí no me afectó. No me afecta. People can call me whatever they want to call me. I know my heart. My true friends know my heart. I'm blessed with work till next year. And I'm grateful for it. And I get to come back home and sleep in my own bed. You know, I get to do what I want to do whenever I want to do. And I don't even consider it work. It's my passion. Le doy gracias a Dios que lo tengo. And again, didn't think that the video was going to stir up any ruffle, any feathers. But if it did, guess what? Those that know what I'm talking about will understand. And if they don't, that's okay. No me molesta para nada.
Well, it's just like this too, Christina. It's just like this, So the thing is like, you know, the industry is really, really tough, man, because
Mhm.
you know, say you get a good band, right? And they charge 20,000 guarantee, right? And of course you got to sell your tickets to make, and of course you paid 20 grand, and you gotta sell your tickets to make money back, to make your money back,
Mhm.
right? Because you're not gonna get the liquor sales, of course, unless you really really know the owner or something like that, and you
Yeah,
split
unless
liquor
you have a
sales,
good
whatever.
deal that they're like, you can do this, you can do that. Entonces, and that's you have to have the
But
planets
to make
aligned.
your profit back, you got to sell your tickets at $50 or $30, and people don't even want to pay that. I'm like, I mean, to me, I mean, I don't know. I'm different, I'm a DJ, right? And yes, you can get it off of Spotify, Pandora, or Apple Music or
YouTube,
whatever,
yeah.
right? But or nowadays USB. I mean, people don't got CDs anymore, right? I mean, I like still a hard CD pedal, but now these vehicles don't have CD players. But my thing is, if somebody's going to send me the music, I mean, I'm like, okay, cool, but let me purchase it, because that's how they. I mean, that's how
That's
they
how they
make
make
their
their
money.
money.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, if I go to your show and you say, "Hey, Hen Dog, I'm going to give you a CD." Hey, cool. But here's a what else? What else
Here's
merchandise
the
do you
thing.
got? You got any T-shirts? You got a shirt, or you got any koozies? Hey,
Mhm.
man, anything helps, man, for the artist, man. But to me, there's a lot of people that don't want to pay, 20, $30 to get into a concert. I'm just like, but when the clubs or the bars or the events, they have it for free, everybody goes. So I'm like, that makes no sense. So the bar really, I mean, literally,
And
does a
then they're
bar,
sneaking in their
do they
booze
lose
and their
money?
purse and everything because they don't want to pay the freaking bar. I work at bars. I know about all this. Like, but I always look at, like, how do we expect to prosper and to become, top grade A people, right? Whatever. Because whether people want to believe it or not, we're at the bottom. We are at the bottom because it's time for us not to be pushed around. I feel that we have been pushed around already for too long. And then you have a lot of
Exactly.
our own people that just for them to get ahead, they sell you out. They sell outs. Basically, I'm trying not to say cuz or anything like that because it is frustrating because I've seen it. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've always been in the back, and I don't mind being in the back. And people are like, "Oh, you're in the back because you suck." I'm in the back with people that obviously know that I don't, because they are the top A bands, the top A listers. And again, I am okay to be in the back. I don't need to be front and center. I don't. And for me, como les digo, if you want to take my opinion, however you want to take it, take it. Take it. Take it with a grain of salt. My last name is Salinas, so take it with a little grain of salt, okay? That's all. Like, I'm a good person. I support a lot of my artists, my DJs, any local artists. you have to support them just as much as you support other people that are already a otro nivel. You know, we're never going to get another Selena because we're not supporting the females as we do. We have people that are wishing death upon an artist because they don't like him.
There you
Un
go.
señor rascuache, rascuachao, making comments on a female artist that is working their butt off, saying that hopefully there's a Yolanda that can off you like the way they did. Like, what? What? This is what I mean, that the hate is coming within our own people. Our own people. So guess what? Other people are gonna hate us just as much. Like, we have to embrace our Tejano artists. You have to. Yeah, it is crazy. That's crazy. Like I'm there, defending my musical sisters and stuff like that. Porque again, if they say something, they're gonna get the backlash because they have
Exactly.
music out and they're working their butts off. They're trying. We are all inspired by Selena. And so if Carol G, if Carol G is okay to be inspired by Selena, why is it so bad for us that are actual Latinas? Well, she's Latina too, but that actually are in the same genre of music, to embrace her as well. Why is that so bad? Like, la gente que te quieren ver haciendo bien, but not better than them. Like, we
Exactly.
need to stop that.
A-
If
a-
we can unite and work together instead of knocking each other down, oh my God, we would be back like where we were at the 90s.
I mean,
You know?
we wouldn't be millionaires or billionaires, but we.
Oh,
I mean, we'd all get along and be able to, have more events. And
and we'd be in a better place. We'd be in a better place.
the thing is, I am not any better than any podcast that's out there because there's so many out there nowadays, right? I mean, of course, everybody does these, right? And
Hmm.
but the thing is, Christina, if I can help you or help Jen Martinez or Monica Su that's in our chat room here, if I can, give you an opportunity to be on my podcast and be a host on my podcast, and if this is going to help you create your own show, your own topics, your own cup of tea, and I'm here to help you and push you, why not?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm here to help everybody. I mean, I may not know a lot of things, but I'm here to help, here to guide you.
And the good thing is you're here to learn. That's the whole point. If we can help and learn from each other, oh my God, the possibilities. The possibilities. Pero no, we have this mindset. We need to break that. We need to
Well,
break that mindset.
it's just like
Change, break the
it's just like
generational curse.
you performed with Jimmy G, you performed with Elida Reina, and you got your own
Elsa
music out, right?
Garcia.
You got your own things out, right? And of course, times get hard on the road, I mean, you're away from your husband, you're away from your kids, you're away from just everything, right? So
Yeah.
you want to find something that's going to be, where you're going to get home every weekend or every night, right? And of course, yes, you love the money. Anybody loves the money, right?
I
Um,
make good money
but
over here. I
but
make better money being a DJ than I ever did being an actual artist.
well, yeah, you're home, and I mean, you could charge a little more, of course, right? But the thing is, you're home every night, get to
Hmm.
sleep with your family. But the thing is like, you know, there's DJs that probably go check you out, and they're probably in their mind, they're like, mira, she's a female, she ain't good. Well,
You know
go,
what?
go help. You know what I mean?
Gracias a Dios que no. I have here the DJ community. We all hire each other. Like, let's say they're and I will, because I don't know if it happens in other places, but aquí I've been very fortunate that the DJ community where I'm at, male and female, we all try to work together. And if I'm double booked, I start going down the line. We have all the DJs going on. Hey, are you booked? I'm booked. Ah, okay. I just have a gig. They offered it to me. If you, I don't, I would rather have it stay here in the circle. That's what I'm talking about. And gracias a Dios, I've had a lot of male DJs that they reach out to me and they're like, Tina, are you booked this day? No or yes, and they're like, okay, well, I have this gig. They're gonna call you. I'm double booked, but I know that, you know what, you're gonna be a perfect fit. Let me know how it go, and that's it. Gracias a Dios that you know what, I have not had that issue, and I feel like if I ever did have that issue, they would be too chicken shit to tell me.
And another thing too is like, yeah, you may be the DJ at the spot you're at now, right? And if they call you to go DJ somewhere else and you're not booked that weekend to DJ where you're at now, your actual home DJ's spot, right? And you know, and they like you at the other spot, right? And they didn't like the other DJ before. I mean, you're not going to go steal someone's job, you know.
No.
You're going to go do the favor, you know. You're going to go
Mhm.
do the honor, you know. And I mean, but there, I mean, there are just so animosity with, you know, with this industry, man. It's not even funny, man. It's like, how do you want our industry to grow when you don't want to support? It's
Yep.
like this, Christina. Like I would have never known you were DJing tonight, and I mean, you told me, you know. I mean, how can I share your flyer if you don't send it to me a messenger or you don't tag me? I tell this to a lot of people, and I'm not rude. The thing
Mhm.
is how can I support you? Share your flyer, share your event if you don't tag me or you don't send it to me in my messages
Yeah, because
or you don't got
it
my
gets
contact.
lost. It gets lost within your news feed. It gets lost, you know. Like we're all busy, you know. We all have lives, you know. And again, like I don't ever expect anybody to be sharing my stuff. You know, if they do, they do. If they don't, and no hard feelings whatsoever. Like para nada, porque yo entiendo que la vida es eso. It's life is life, you know. And sometimes life will be lifing extremely hard for people, and they need to take care of their life, and that's okay. You know that's again for me, como yo te digo, I'm gracias a Dios that I've been very, very fortunate, very blessed to be able to work with amazing people. But it did take some time. It took some time to be able to try and see, you know, where the who the bad eggs, you know, were in the area, you know, and those bad eggs are no longer, you know, in service for being such as that, you know, being rotten eggs, you know. Pero, como te digo, like, para mí, gracias a Dios que I've been very blessed to work with venues that love and respect me and vice versa. And I have nothing but love for anybody that comes in through those doors. Now, if you're going to be rude to me, you're going to be rude to our staff or anybody, I will give you a warning. I will give you a warning. And if not, I'll be like, pay your tab. Bye. I say it on the mic. I'll stop the music. Whoop. All right. What's your problem? They want attention. I'll give them the attention. I'm not scared of that. Porque, o sea, como te digo, I've been doing this for 20 years, and you get every single type of person that walks through that door. I just posted a video because I saw the full moon, and I was like, brace yourselves, first responders, brace yourself, bar workers, late night workers, because it's a full moon and the crazies are gonna be out. So I already know what to expect tonight, porque ya está la moon, como dice, la moon bien. It's a full moon, and I was telling the girls, I'm like, man, it's gonna be a hell of a night tonight because that full moon is out. They're like, oh no, they already know. They already know. Pero yeah, like como te digo, my friend, if we could just unite more and support each other as much, it would benefit. Not only it doesn't hurt to support. It really doesn't hurt to support. It's not going to hurt you. It's not. If the
No,
other person is
no,
getting
it's not gonna
ahead,
hurt, Christina. But here's the thing: everybody wants that money, right?
pero
I
por
mean,
eso estamos como
I'm like,
estamos.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm a promoter, manager, whatever. So I mean, yeah, I do charge for promotion, and of course, like, but I mean, how hard is it to share a flyer for somebody? You know,
Yeah.
I understand. You know, some promoters or some people on Facebook, if that's all they do, they need to get paid. I get it. You know, but how hard is it to just go to your page and find what you're doing and save the image to your phone, type in a tag and say, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, go follow tonight. Christina is going to be DJing at this bar, this club. Hey, share, like, share, follow, bam, send it out." I
Mhm.
mean, even if it doesn't get tagged to you, but share it, and then you probably will see it on your newsfeed if you're friends or. I mean,
Or they'll research the person, who's that, and let me go find him, and they'll click. Yeah, yeah, pero es que pues, en veces las personas no son educadas correctamente, and that's okay también. Like that's where it's good to collaborate. It's good to learn from each other, and it's good to grow. That's the whole point. We can't stay behind. Pass on this music to your children, your grandchildren.
exactly.
Because one day, como te digo, ya se están muriendo la gente. Dolly Parton just died. Like people are. That's the queen. The queen of country. Pero como te digo, we have already lots of veteranos, or lots of, you know, the older pioneers que ya se los están yendo, and when they're done, what's gonna happen?
And I think I mentioned that the last time I was on the podcast is like, you know, our pioneers are already getting up in age.
Mhm. Definitely.
We don't know how much longer little Joe's going to be performing. Ruben Ramos, Al Gato
Mhm.
Negro. Um, there's still a lot, man. There's Tony Guerrero. I mean, you don't know when your time is your time. So,
Yeah.
and what's going to happen when these people, you know, have to get on a bed or something like that? And I mean, where's our artist going to go? I mean, and here's another thing too, real quick. Before I know you got to get to doing your set here because you go from to 2 in the morning. Here's the thing:
Yeah.
it starts with the bars and the clubs and the DJs who
Yeah.
don't support the music, right? And don't give the artist a chance. I mean, just because you performed with Elida Reina and Jimmy G and a lot of these great artists, man. I mean, how awesome is that to share the stage and be a part of that? But
Mhm.
just because you played with them doesn't mean they should give you a spotlight. But how do they get more people at their places if they're just bringing the same old bands over and over every other weekend? And to me, if I had the money, I would bring different artists to my club.
Exactly. We don't have that. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's a lot of us that they don't have the financial backing. You know,
Yeah,
it.
a band in San Antonio or in the RGV area. You ask them, hey, how much you want? Oh, I want 5 grand. You're like, a la chingada. Like, I don't mean to be rude. I'm like, if you want me to pay you 5,000, 6,000, well, show me you can give me 5,000 people in the venue, and I'll pay you what you like. I mean,
Mhm.
but it's so sad, man. I mean, I get it. People, I mean, you got to pay the band, you got to pay your engineer, you got to pay
To
your merch
travel,
crew,
in one
you
case, if
travel.
they
I
have to
get it,
travel and not, yeah.
but it's sad, man. I mean, I just look at it, Christina. I'm just like, how do you want to perform if you're charging like that kind of money, man? I just don't get it. I mean, I don't, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, it all just depends on I guess what's the correct word? It depends on the experience that the band is bringing. I know people that do charge that much, and they do bring in that, like that, or even more people to their show.
Right.
So yeah, again, if you know that the band is worth it, invest in it and have faith that they are going to bring in those people, and and work something out with them, when it comes down to it. Pero como te digo, it all goes back to not having that financial backing. It's and that's because we're doing this to ourselves, because we're not pouring that money back into our genre. We're pouring it into reggaeton. We're pouring it into
Exactly.
other things. We're pouring it into other
Well,
places that don't need the financial backing because they already have it.
Well, it's just like when you go to a football game, right? I mean, if
Mhm.
you're a Houston Texan fan, or if you or even an NBA fan. I mean, if you're a Spurs fan, if you're a Cowboy fan, if you're a Bronco fan, Raider fan, it doesn't matter. You go look at the tickets right now for an opening game. You're like, ah, la chingada, nosebleed, $800. You're like, what the heck? And the game lasts, 2 hours. Of course, I mean, it probably finishes before you know it's done on TV. You're watching it live and stuff. I mean, but the thing is, my point is, like, you're gonna go pay $800 for a football game. By the
To
time you
go
get
watch the
there,
Dallas Cowboys lose when you already know they're going to lose. So then you know what? You can go pay 20, 30. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. But see, if you're going to go over there and know for a fact that the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose, you can go pay $30 to go see a Tejano band succeed. I'm just saying, you know,
It makes no sense,
I
man.
know. I mean, we know. Hopefully, this is our year. But if it's not, hey, you know what? We know that they're not going to go. It's been already some time. Pero ay como quiera, you still have faithful fans to the Dallas Cowboys, paying $1,000 and up to go see them lose. Make it make
Yeah,
sense. I don't
yeah.
know.
When you can watch them, I don't know I don't know what anybody pays on their TV bill, but just say people pay $100 for their bill on their TV. You can watch them on TV. You got your own bathroom, you got your own beer, your own food, your own snacks. You can
Hmm.
you could throw the remote at your husband or your friends that are watching. You know what I mean? But but the thing is like you go to things like that, man. I'm just like $800, or even you go to monster trucks, or you go see some other things. You're like, wow, $100, $300, but you can't afford $30 for an upcoming band. Or I mean,
Hmm.
it's just so sad, man, to me. Or I don't even know what they're charging to get in where you're at. You know, they may have free cover till 10 or free cover till 11,
So where I'm
and
at, it's
you know what I
always
mean.
free cover. You just come, enjoy the music. You just come and enjoy the food and enjoy your drinks. That's it. I get
There,
paid. My venues where I'm at, I there it's always free entry, unless if I'm performing with the band. No, you know what? The last time I performed, it was also free entry. Because I made the deal with the bar. And I paid my bandmates and
exactly.
stuff and so forth. So como te digo, I'm very fortunate to be very blessed that I
No,
have
of course, of
bars
course.
and venues that actually pay me or give me respect. And
Exactly.
and that, and it again, it all goes down to that. And
But
that's the sad thing, that a lot of other people, they do deserve that same respect, and they're not given. It's not given to them, basically.
but the thing is, Christina, the thing is, they hear the word free and they expect to get drinks and food free. They don't want to pay whatever they sell at that spot you're at. You know, they don't want to pay eight
Then
dollars a
stay
drink.
home. Then stay home.
I'm like, man, you're really getting in for free. I mean, you could pay $25 or $20 or $10 or whatever cover charge,
Mhm.
but you're getting in already for free, you know.
Mhm.
So just take that as a grain of salt, man, and at least get that right. But to moral to the thing is, like I said, support, and I hope your video message got out to everybody, man, and I hope it helps everybody because, I mean, when people post a video, you can't just knock it until you listen to it, guys. I mean, I had to listen to it 10 times to get the message, get the image, what you're trying to say and trying to put out there. And to me, I didn't see no hate comment or hate wording. I mean, to me, that's just my opinion. Like I said, I got my opinion. Everybody's got their opinion.
Estaba
But
regañando las personas, like, not
oh,
like, I was like, you know what, like, pay attention to them. They deserve it. And I'm like, again, that's why I said I'm ecstatic that there's a Carol G that actually acknowledged us, because you all don't acknowledge us. But it doesn't have to be like that. It does not have to be like that. The one thing is, like, I already knew when I heard the song, I'm like, oh, she's gonna get all this airplay. She's gonna get all this airplay, and everyone's gonna be playing it. But then that poor Tejano, artist is gonna get pushed aside after they save their pennies and they work their butts off to be played, and their song is actually good. But you know what? It's you're not a global star, so you're not worth it. Like, they're not worthy of it. That is what I'm trying to get at.
well,
Give the same respect to those people that have been doing it already for some time. The same, just because they're a global star. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad that there's a global star that actually acknowledged us, because our own doesn't. Like, they don't. And I get it. She's gonna expand. More of the Tejano feel. Because that's what she wanted. She wanted that Tejano Selena feel. That's what she got Pete on there to write as well. You know, she got the authentic. That little nostalgia, um mixed with also like the bookies type sonorita, like
exactly. Yeah.
it's a mixture, which is amazing. because there's going to be the younger artists that doesn't even know this, because our own people don't want to share this, don't want to share the music with their children. That's where I'm getting at. Like,
And another thing
share
too,
the music with your children. Let them know, hey, this music is actually cool. Because when you're gone or whatever, they're gonna remember, man, mom used to turn on the music and cook for us. Dad used to put on the barbecue pit, would bust out his natty lights or his bush beers, and he would listen to Little Joe or like all those Garcia brothers. Well, that's a different, pero digo, like a whole bunch of just Tejano music, period, right? Jay Perez, like también, they're gonna be dabbling and going down. If they listen to Spotify, it's gonna be giving them an algorithm and give them like all these other artists that are out there. You have Jenny B working her butt off. You have Gabriela that's coming out with music.
well, I just seen a
There's so
post that she
many.
posted that some guy was talking crap about her, and I'm just like, I don't even know the dude.
Yeah,
And I
and
didn't want
it's
to get in
always
that
men.
mess, but I'm just like, really? Like, let these women
Be
evolve. I
women.
mean, and let them be successful, man. But the thing is, it starts with the radio stations, man, because they got program directors, or they say they got program directors. Oh, let me get with my program director. No, hombre, you're the DJ. Like, I mean,
It is hard because I did work and they already give you the entire list already ready. So the DJ doesn't have 100% pull.
right, and it
They
sucks.
don't. But it's the actual radio stations that has the higher ups that are already that have other higher ups that are telling him, this is what we want you to play, and
And then
that's
it
not
makes you look bad as
fair.
a radio DJ
And yeah, it does. It
because
makes that that DJ look bad, and it's not even the DJ. It's the radio stations that are not doing that. That's why you know what? There's been mom and pop. I mean, the online radio stations that have been popping up. Um, like like fire. There's so many that are popping up because they are actually playing these artists' music.
new artists, yeah, new
Mhm.
artists, yeah.
So, and that's the beauty of it. And I know that they're thankful and they're so grateful that that you all are actually giving them that chance, because you turn on the radio, and again, nothing against the 90s. 90s are a great time to be in. The 90s music was amazing. But you turn it on, it's mas, it's La Mafia, it's just all the old schools. you
La
know
Fiebre, Jay
La
Perez. I mean,
Fiebre,
there's
yeah,
new
all
music
of
out
them.
there, man. There's new music.
But they're not giving these other people a chance. So how are you going to not give them the chance? Don't you think that that's how it happened as well before, that they were also the newbies, and they're like, who added the keyboards to that? That's not the how no, whatever. And yeah, and but you keep playing it for them, guess what? They're going to like it eventually. The more you play the song, either they'll get sick of it because they like it so much, but you're still programming your audience in order to start evolving. You have to program your audience in
Exactly.
order for you to start evolving. And that's not what they're not doing. That's why, por eso ya, and then even the actual Tejano fans ya se están muriendo. Yeah, they're already in their 70s, the 80s también, and they're dying off. And who's going to be left to be hearing that? Because again, they're not passing on this music to their children, to their grandchildren. It's our responsibility to do that. And if you're not doing it, then guess what? You're the one that's letting us die. That's it.
Exactly.
So overall, como te digo, I'm glad that I had people, and then there's other people that were making it more of a controversy than what it was. That stupid guy that freaking likes to hate on women too. I don't even know his name, so I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. But he's the one that started the controversy when it came down to it, like making it seem like I had hate. No, dude, you're part of the problem. You, sir, are part of the problem. That when instead of embracing your Tejanas, you're over here putting us down, because you're not. It's not the very first time. You know what? That I had so many female artists send me a message. Be careful with this guy because this guy bullied me. Sir, if you want to be a woman that bad, go be a woman that bad. Those, like, come on, like, just, you're supposed to be behind your tejanas, not kissing ass whenever the heck it's convenient for you, so you can get more likes and more views on your freaking page. Like, that's going out to you, and you know who I'm talking about. I don't care anymore. I really don't. So again, I'm so grateful for people like you, Henry, for people like I had also other news outlets that reached out to me, apologizing to me, telling me, like we didn't know. I had to listen to the video, but they started reading the whole this other person's stuff, you know. And I was like, you know what, that's okay. Let him twist the narrative around. Y'all, I'm very passionate when it comes to me speaking, and those that know, si me conocen, saben que I'm saying it with a good heart. I'm saying it because, hey, you know what, I'm frustrated that our genre is suffering. Our artists are changing genre because they don't get the support that they need. And they switch genres and then they're loved. That, what does that say? It says that they are talented and that we have people that are just still hating on their own. Like, I don't know. And overall, como te digo, I'm glad that people gave me that platform. If people wanted to interpret it a different way, that's your prerogative. That's you. That's you. That's all on you. But I know what I was saying from the depths of my heart, and the frustration that, you know what, I already knew that it's gonna be hard, like for the upcoming Tejano artists to get any respect because people don't acknowledge us. And again, we have to have Carol G come and acknowledge us, which is amazing. So, I mean, sea lo que sea, lo dije con todo mi corazón, meant well, and I stick to it. I stick to it. I ain't gonna be changing my words or anything like that when it comes to it. I know exactly what I meant. And if people had to see it over and over again, good. I'm glad. That means, you know what? You understood. You understood it, even though it took it took some time. Because sometimes I ain't well to explain myself. I'm not. But I know exactly what I meant. And again, like I'm all here for the artists. I'm here for online DJs, online radio stations, and if the big mega radio stations would get, on the ball, then we would prosper a lot more. So
And that's well said right there. Beautiful what Christina's doing out there. So, and I'm not even a radio station. I mean, yeah, it's got New Mexico radio. I mean, well, I need to come up with a radio station eventually, man. I need to come up with one.
but still, you're
But
doing podcasting. You're still doing it. You're still spreading the word. You're spreading artists. You're giving a platform, whether it be for one person or for 1 million people. You're still pushing it out there, and that says a lot about you. So,
and I appreciate that because everybody's like, man, you got a radio station? No, just I don't even know how I came up with New Mexico Radio
mhm.
Talk Show. I should have just called it a New Mexico Talk Show. I mean,
Yeah,
but anyway, I made it happen, and just because I don't got a radio station, I still do a music show. If I didn't, if you were to reschedule, I would have done a music show 1 hour and put out the music that you put out and put out all the new music out there. And that's something that I get back to the artists. I put out the new music, and I mean, I'm not a radio station, but I still get out there
but
and
you're
like to do
still
my
doing
thing.
it. But you're still pushing out music that other people are not familiar with. And that right there, I say that you're doing God's work. You're still helping your artist. That is the
Exactly.
point. Whether you have a radio or you don't have a radio show, but I'm talking about those that do, you know, they're part of the solution. They're part of helping to break that problem. And if it weren't for podcasters like yourself, talk show, anybody, or online radio stations, these other artists wouldn't have a voice. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Because
Yeah,
again,
'cause
sit down and listen to your radio stations and count how many times these artists come up.
well, and I want to stop you real quick right there before I know you got to get, but so here's the thing: these artists that listen to online radio, rather if it's FM or on the dial or whatever they're listening to the radio station on, little that the radio station knows when they're at work, when they're at the gym, when they're with their family. Of course, I'm sure they got their AirPods on or the wireless on,
Mhm,
and I'm sure they're listening to that radio station or that podcast station or
mhm,
that Sirius XM waiting for their song to come on.
mhm.
That way they know what DJ and what platform to send it to. Because
Yeah.
if they're not going to play it, they're not going to send it to them people. But
Mhm.
I do want to say thank you, Christina. I know we wanted just a little bit over our time. I do want to say thank you for everything that you're doing, and congratulations on all the accolades you've been a part of. With Jimmy G and Descanse Paz, and then you were just with the Elia da Reina on her
Mhm.
final tour. What an awesome experience you got to put in your resume, and you get to share that not only with your family but your kids, your
Mhm.
grandkids, and all the young talent that's out there that are coming up. So congratulations on all the things you've accomplished. I know you want to accomplish more things in this industry. But my doors for you are always open. Anytime you want to come on our show, come back.
Thank
Um,
you.
even if you want to come and sing a few songs for the fans out there. Normally I
I,
would
I
ask
want
you,
to
but I
start
know you got
moving into animation. I want to start moving into animation, doing voices for cartoon characters and stuff like that.
okay, I see you
Yeah,
guys.
I'll be hosting. I'm gonna be doing Anime Fest. It's Anime Festa, where all the like all Comic Con and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be hosting that because we're also gonna be doing here. And auditions are actually open for if there's anybody that's listening that's in my area. I don't know if you know the K-pop Demon Hunters, the
Yep.
that movie. Okay, so the voice actors, actual voices from Saga Boys, I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. They're a K-pop group. They're going to be coming down and they're going to be hosting this along with myself. So that's where I'm going to try and be dabbling myself as well to trying to do anime and like voiceovers for anime. So I mean, I have many voices. I'd be like, oh, I can do a lot of voices, and that's again, it's I'm doing it just for the fun, doing it for the love of it, and being able to sing in cartoons. I mean, that's truly something that I've been wanting to do since I was little. So I've done already the singing. I do it every day. Gracias a Dios. I DJ over here as well, and that's going to be my next venture. Si Dios quiere, dabbling into the anime voices and stuff like that. So, a ver cómo me va.
But once again, thank you, Christina, for your time, and thank you to everything that you're doing to all your family, friends. Good luck on your show tonight, and
Thank
make
you.
sure you get those people, man. Get out there, man. Is there anything I can do to help you? Share it to me, and I can put it out there for you guys.
No, I think
Anything you
you've
want to
done
say to your
so
family and
much.
friends?
You've done so much by giving me that platform, and I truly, truly appreciate you.
Anytime. Thank you, Christina. God bless you and your family. Thank you.
God bless you too. You all be safe. Love you.
Love you too,
Bye.
Christina. Good to see you, girlfriend. Well, there you have it, man. Cristina Salinas, man. A la máquina. Did I say Salinas? No, I mean, what an awesome, awesome female artist, man. She's been around, she just said 20 plus years, man. And if you go look at the video of the message that she tried to put out there, what she means about the Carol G song, it really means a lot, and you just have to watch the video to catch what she's trying to put out there. All right, she's not hating on Carol G and Pete, and that's what we just talked about a while ago. But she's out there, she's doing her thing now. She's a DJ. She got to be on tour with Jimmy G, man, legend, man. And then got to be on tour with Ele da Reina on her final tour. Now she's going to go into the anime scenes and do stuff like that. So, guys, if you want to be a part of our podcast, get a hold of us at 575-626-4308 or Dog Promotions 2024 at gmail.com or NM Radio Talk Show 2023 at gmail.com to get a live interview on our podcast. We do want to see you guys on the podcast, man. And thank you for listening in. We do want to see you guys on our show. So hope you guys are having a good time, because I know I'm always having a good time with the New Mexico Radio Talk Show.com. God bless you guys, and hasta la vista. Thank you for hanging out with DJ Hen Dog and the New Mexico Radio Talk Show.